Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Vacates quickly left side. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Jackson looking to throw right away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running with H.A. and out of the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. It is caught left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Lamar off to play fake. Buys time, rolling right. Able to get it to Moreau. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd down carry for H.A. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Across the 20, continuing to work. And he has it all the way down to the 8. Working quickly here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But kid, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Give him a few that time, but they'll need twice that to find the end zone here on 3rd and goal.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Jackson has it 3rd and goal. Able to find Achane. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Eleven MT. Benson once more.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He lofts it deep left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. This our last play of the quarter. First down, here's Lamar. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. This is intercepted by Dax Hill. And the Bengals come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. That'll be the end. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. On first down, here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
11.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. This finds Likely. He's got to gain a 6 there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Just set.
At the 27-yard line.
11. 11 mighty.
Running back sent in motion. From the 27. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down run from Achane. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Chased out to his right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
2nd and 10 now. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Bengals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stop.
From the red zone now. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
At the 14-yard line.
Stop.
Benson now from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
12. Stop.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here we go. Stop.
4th down, Burrow. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Into the hands of Walker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Report.
First down throw for Jackson. He's on the move. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find a first.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Jackson now on third. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Yo. Hey, middle.
Jackson's going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays.
To recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No, we changed it. Report.
Has a man, it's Achan. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Forced out to his right. Has it in close. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, middle.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From his own end zone, here we go. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. A-Chain. Gets it ahead. Has about 5 yards. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A-Chan gets this on the draw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, move.
Working quickly here. Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Putting a receiver in motion. Play fake, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Just 1 yard on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. 11 MT, take.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket. You get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Gun. Stop. 11.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Gets this one to Watson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
11. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Able to get it to Benson. No one around. He's got space. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Chased out to his right. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the...
On 1, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Has it at the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Stop. 11. Stop.
Another try for Benson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's got it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to A-10 on the option. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. He'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. They did it. He made the interception. And the Bengals have some new life in the 4th. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
On 1, right? Let's get set. Shot.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Here he is to throw. This reeled in by Benson. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
To throw. Flush down out to his left. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. The 30. The 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the choice to leave the end zone going to cost him just a slight bit as he's out a little short of that 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Finds his man Chase. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, here's Burrow. That one's caught along the left sideline. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's first and 10. Burrow from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Burrow throwing again on second and 10. Watson with the catch. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's get set. Dot.
Throwing now. Benson's got it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Dot.
Looking to throw it. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.